right, Britney Spears in the news. She sold her music catalog. They're calling it a landmark deal in the ballpark of $200 million.
Oh, my.
I kind of feel like it'd be worth more than that.
I do too, but I mean, it's like they said it was like along the same lines as like Justin Bieber, like that kind of. But I feel like her catalog's bigger.
Yeah, so do I.
And has spanned longer.
Bigger than Bieber's?
Yeah.
Supposedly she's thrilled with the deal and it helps give her financial freedom, which is what she's been having trouble with apparently lately. So.
That's what I was going to ask. I'm like, why would she do that? But if you want the 200 mil, that makes sense.
I would think she would get 500, 600, 800 million, just more than Bieber. I mean, Bieber is awesome, don't get me wrong, but she's like an icon from the 90s.
I also don't really feel like she has the right financial people around her. I really don't. I feel like she should have like called on the Kardashians for that. Like, hey, get me more money or help me get more money. And I think they could have helped her. I mean, maybe they were involved in it. I don't know who was exactly involved in it, but she's happy with it. And I guess we got to be happy for her then.
Kyle, how was your daughter's softball game or softball? She just started softball,
It was
right?
the very first practice. Yeah, she's never done it before. And I kind of been like, not pushing her to try it, but I've been suggesting it for a while because since I played, I can kind of tell, like, you know, when she would throw the ball with Easton, she's got like a cannon. Like she can throw that arm, throw the ball really far. And she has a really good natural swing and she has really amazing like hand-eye coordination. And so I've kind of been like, you should try softball. She's like, I don't think so. And so finally she's trying it. So I was really excited. And she has played 6 seasons of flag football and she loves that, but she hasn't like the team doesn't really win very much. So it's kind of a little bit defeating. So I'm excited for her to try something else. And we get to the field and she's like, Mom, I really hope our team is good because it'd really be nice to be on a winning team. Like, I hope so too, man. Either way, it's going to be fun. We're going to have a great time. And then she goes to practice and like her coaches, she like struck gold with the coaches because one of her coaches, I guess, played softball in college, like was a pitcher in college. And then the other 2 coaches I have like a personal connection with. One of them actually coached me while I was in high school.
That's so fun.
And the other one I played softball with in high school.
Oh, that's great.
It's like this full circle moment. I'm like watching her out there and like he's her coach. And I'm like, I remember when he used to do that. It's like, it was such a cool thing.
Like he remembered you?
Oh, yeah. No,
That's
yeah.
wild.
And he's actually the grandpa of one of her friends now at school.
Oh, cute. Okay,
Wow.
so
Yeah.
do you remember what kind of coach he was?
He was
with
such a
you?
good coach.
So, like,
Yeah.
I mean, like in the sense of like, is he intense? Is he, is he going to coach him up? Like, is
To
he
me,
one
I
of
think
those
he's
that's
like the perfect type of coach where it's like he'll let you have fun, but when it's time to get down to work, he's really like pragmatic about your form and letting you like kind of like develop your skills. So I'm
That's
excited
awesome.
because she'll have that balance of like a coach that isn't like so hard on them where they don't enjoy the game, but like hard enough where it's like they're actually going to learn a lot and develop and get better.
That's
Did he call you unfug? Unfug, faster! Unfug. Was he like, oh, we got
Take a
another
lap.
unfug on the team.
That's probably what he was thinking.
That's so fun.
How about you right now? How great is this that you just easily use pragmatic in a sentence?
You are
Unbelievable.
so dumb.
I would never say that word. I don't even know what that word means, but I'm going to start using it. Patsy, good morning. Patsy.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, did you text us?
Hey, I did.
Oh, okay, wait. Because I just saw a text and I said, Dylan, get this person on the phone. This is about your husband?
Yes.
Okay. Need to hear this story. Would you mind sharing with us your text, please?
Yes. So I had texted. I met my husband while he was with his wife, and I was with my husband, my first husband, and now we're married. And 10 years later, have kids and all the things.
So,
But
were you guys
it's juicy.
were you guys having an affair?
No. So what happened was we met in a bar in Texas. I was there because my first husband was in the military, and that's where he was stationed. We ended up going out one night with a bunch of friends who it was their birthday, and my husband now was also there with his wife with the birthday thing. And we met, and we were talking, and he ended up I was leaving the next day to come back home to Louisiana, and he needed a ride to work, and I thought that was weird. And he was like, hey, can you give me a ride to work? I work in Louisiana. And I'm like, you have to ask my husband. And his husband, who he was like, oh, yeah, man, she's going that way. She can give you a ride. And I'm like, oh, my God. Like, we don't even know this guy. And so the next morning, I pick him up. I meet him and his wife at a McDonald's. And, he, gets in my car. And she's like, okay, so don't color with my man. And I'm like, okay. And it was just random. And so I give him a ride to work. And my first husband and I had an arrangement, I guess you can say. Oh. And so I got permission. And so I ended up spending the whole weekend with him. And while I was there, his wife had called him and said, hey, I don't want to argue, but I have someone else, and I don't want to be with you anymore. And he said, well, I'm not going to argue this. And so that was that. Like, he never heard from her again. He never went back home.
Whoa.
He worked out of the country. And so he would go to work and then come back and just get a hotel. And so for a few months, we would, every time he would come back into land or whatever, he would call me up and we would get a hotel room and, spend some time together. And then once my husband got out of the military, we were like, okay, no more. We're just going to focus on us or whatever. But he would still come and hang out with us as a friend of ours. And he eventually kind of quit coming around, and I quit hearing from him. And a few months go by, and my husband and I end up separating and splitting up. And he called randomly, and I said, hey, we're not together anymore, right? And he goes, what? And he came down to visit and never left. And so now here we are,
okay.
10 years married. And
do you and him have an arrangement also, like you did with your first husband?
No. We are like strictly no. And I'm totally okay with it. Yeah.
Okay, good.
No.
That's a crazy story.
Yeah,
that is a crazy, crazy story. Hey, when you and your first husband had that arrangement, did you sleep with a lot of guys?
We got married at 18, and we had only been with each other. So it was, not a lot, but we did do some things, yeah.
Oh, how fun. Okay. Well, hold on, Patsy. Thank you for calling. What a beautiful story.
I don't know what topic she called in for. Was it a great first date? Was that
beautiful.
what it was?
I don't know, but it was beautiful. Very beautiful. Here, we got $1,000 of Pat Hickey's money. Cindy's going to play with us. Hi, Cindy.
Refocus.
Cindy, you there?
I am.
Okay. You got 60 seconds to get 10 questions right. You can win $1,000 of Pat Hickey from Purity Ford's money. Are you ready to go? Are you focused? Are you ready?
I am so focused. Let's do this.
60 seconds on the clock, Cindy. Let's go. What movie studio produced movies like Toy Story, Monsters, Inc., and WALL-E?
Pixar.
Name a famous singer that plays the piano.
Charlie Puth.
What does the acronym BRB typically stand for?
Be right back.
In what board game do you have houses, hotels, jail, and Park Place?
Monopoly.
What gas makes up most of the Earth's atmosphere?
Oh, gosh. Nitrogen or helium? Hydrogen?
Nitrogen is correct. What is the national flower of the United States of America?
No clue.
You're really... Take a guess.
A rose, a lily.
Which one?
Rose.
Rose is correct. Dover is the capital of what U.S. state?
Delaware.
Sir Isaac Newton is famous for discovering what?
Law of gravity.
Oh, you ran out of time. You got 8 right. You were so close.
Oh.
Sorry, Cindy.
You shocked us with that nitrogen. Me and Kyle are
We're
screaming,
like, oxygen!
But it's definitely not. I actually Googled it because I was like, has to be oxygen.
Not
and nitrogen
oxygen.
makes up 78% of the total volume, followed by oxygen with 21%.
Who knew?
So
Yeah.
you're smarty pants, Sydney.
Yeah, Cindy, you were rolling there
I'm
for a
a
minute.
nurse, so I knew oxygen was low. Oxygen was 21, but
I didn't know that we had a flower. The United States had a flower.
Yeah,
And it's the rose. But see, that's the thing, too. She goes, Lily, Rose, whatever, like, which one? Like, she said, Lily, boom, she's out. If it was wrong. You got to be harder on that, Rich. It's $1,000. It's going to be a red
Well,
flag.
I made her pick which one. I didn't just give it to her.
All right, Cindy.
he did.
Yeah, but you said. All right. Thanks, Cindy.
So call her daddy. Alex Cooper interviewed Cardi B, and she's had all this drama with Stephon Diggs, and she deleted all of Stephon Diggs from her Instagram. And so Alex Cooper was like, you literally like wiped him from your Instagram. Why would you do that?
I'm very dramatic.
Cardi.
I'm dramatic. Do you guys not like that?
No.
That's the thing. Like something that to people is a big deal. To me, is not a big deal at the moment. And then it's like, it became something that is not.
Did you archive or did you fully delete?
I just archive.
Oh, okay. I can also see you're like sitting there like smiling as you're
I did. I was like, and then it's like, okay, we'll see when he notice. He'll notice soon.
Sorry, she's going to keep all the rumors at bay and would just keep us wondering what is actually going on there. Nick Jonas is, man, he's killing it right now. He's got his new album out, and he's now set to star in an upcoming action thriller called Body Man. The film follows a violent struggle for power and ultimately survival when a dad cuts the kids out of the will, gives everything to the bodyguard, which is Nick Jonas, and the family. Christmas turns into a deadly battle for the fortune. Nick Jonas as an action star is going to be a totally new vibe for him.
I feel
Nick
like he
Jonas
kinda-
is a bodyguard? For who? He's like 5'3".
No,
Yeah, he's got
not
pipes,
that
though.
little. Yeah, we kind of saw a little bit of that in Jumanji where he's like,
Also, you know what? If he's good, it may not matter. I mean, you believe it with Tom Cruise, who is also, 5'3"?
That's different.
Because he's got lips in his shoes.
I'm excited to see it because I actually think he's a really good actor.
Yeah, me too. Jack Harlow, he just announced a brand new album. It's going to be called Monica, and it's dropping March 13th, which is actually his 28th birthday, so that's really fun. But the vibe of this album is going to be way different than what we've had in the past, so it's going to be a lot more personal and grounded. I guess he's been living like low-key in New York City right now, but this is going to be his first full project since 2023. So I think it's about time that we get some new Jack Harlow music, so I'm pumped for that. Doechii, she actually created a Finsta account. You can find her under the handle @Guts, Grit, and Glamour. And in her bio, she has officially let us know which way she swings. And she added lesbian to her bio along with other traits that she identifies with. So you can kind of go on there. You can request to be like added into her Finsta and kind of see what she does. So she basically came out and said she just wants to be Jayla. That's her real name. She just wants to have a space where she can just be herself and not have to, be Doechii.
Did you say she added lesbian?
Yeah.
She's a lesbian?
Yeah. She came out.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she let us know in her Finsta. I think we all kind of knew, but she just came out and was, vocal about it. So good for her.
Yeah.
Isn't the point of a Finsta is not letting people know that you?
Yeah.
Maybe that's
different
like
kind
an
of
alter
marketing.
ego. Maybe it's not her. Maybe
it's not a Finsta. Maybe it's like her real Insta. It's like she said, she wanted a place where she could just be herself and not the character she's created as Doechii. So I think that's kind of
So
cool.
her,
It's
the
probably
way we
freeing
know
for
her,
Yeah.
that is her Finsta.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
Doechii is her Finsta.
Doechii is the Finsta.
Doechii is her alter ego.
Margot Robbie is promoting Wuthering Heights right now, and so she did an interview where she was asked what the worst gift she ever got was, and this one takes the cake.
An actor I worked with, a male actor, gave me a book called Why French Women Don't Get Fat. And it was essentially a book telling you to eat less. And I was like, oh my, whoa. You, dude.
And is he still,
No, I have no idea where he would even be now.
Yeah.
This is really back in the day. He essentially gave me a book to let me know that I should lose weight. I was like, wow.
The nerve.
Doesn't sound like Barbie.
And even though that's a slam on him, I bet you he's sending that in the group chat to all his friends like, look, she's still talking about me.
That was me. I sent her that book. How rude.
Left a mark.
How rude. Kaylee Cuoco says her and her fiance, Tom Pelfrey, they actually sleep in separate beds, but it's been a pretty positive thing for them.
Tom loves dogs, but the problem is because ours are so old, they do that thing where they're up a lot. It's the roaming, the crawling,
The dementia.
the dementia. No, it is. And so it's a little, why are we barking at 3 a.m. at the wall? He was like, I can't do this anymore. And I'm like, I understand. So he started sleeping in the guest room.
Yeah.
By the way, game changer.
Yeah, I feel like people need to embrace that more.
I'll tell you why.
She said they got the idea after doing couples therapy. And she's like she said, it was a total game changer, giving them space and rest and just a happier home life altogether. So sometimes that separate bed thing, it seems sad, but it can actually help your relationship quite a bit.
2 weeks ago. It was awesome. Best night of sleep all year. And we have all these dogs, right? So this morning I got to go pee. And the dogs don't sleep in our bedroom. But my wife wants them to sleep in our bedroom. And this morning, I went to go pee. I got to go pee, and I heard snoring. We have this English bulldog, Maggie, but she sleeps in Dutch's room. And I'm like, where is this snoring coming from? Am I hearing it from downstairs? And then I get up, I get dressed, I come in, I open up the door to the bedroom. Boom! She's lying outside our door snoring.
No.
It's so loud. And then when I went to go kiss my wife goodbye, all the dogs are in bed. All of them. Sleeping with her.
Snuggling. Just snuggling.
You're like, finally, Dad's gone.
Exactly.
Get him out of there. Mark Ruffalo, you guys, he shared that he actually has somewhat of a criminal past. He was breaking the law for quite some time, and it took one special person to help convince him to stop.
I drove illegally in LA for like 13 years on a suspended driver's license with a bench warrant out for my arrest. But you want to know something? I became the best driver in LA. I never broke a law because I was too afraid I'd get busted. The only reason that I dug myself out of that hole is when I met my wife. She found out that she broke up with me. And I was like, I'll fix it. I'll fix it.
So he fixed it. She got back together. And he stopped his life of crime.
He says he never broke a law. Meanwhile, he was breaking the law.
Exactly. The entire time. 13 years of doing that.
I wonder if he wore a pin for people that say that drive with suspended licenses, because he's always wearing pins that promote some cause.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't drive with a suspended license.